Hello my book loving friends, welcome back to Storytime with Mary. This, book lovers, is where we get to read all of our favourite books. And if you are loving reading along with Mary, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos so that we can read together all the time. Book lovers, I've got another really exciting book for you today. Today we are going to be reading a book called There's a Snake in My School. This book is written by David Walliams. So if you've got There's a Snake in My School at home, grab it now and let's read it together. And while you're grabbing your slippery, slidey book, I'm going to tell you a fun fact about snakes, because we've missed our fun facts, haven't we? Book lovers, did you know that snakes can shed their skin? I bet you did. But did you know that they shed their skin about 4 times a year, even up to 12 times a year? They can shed all of their skin. And do you know why they shed their skin? It's because snakes are always growing. They're always getting a little bit longer. And their skin doesn't actually grow with them. It doesn't stretch. So they've got to shed it and grow new skin so that it can accommodate their new length. Book lovers, isn't that a cool fun fact? Go and impress your friends with that fact. And if you've grabbed your book, There's a Snake in My School, shall we see what happens? Mr. Bright had told all the children in his class it was Bring Your Pet to School Day. Everyone rushed into the playground to meet the pets. There was, do you want to have a look at all the pets? Can you see all the pets there? There was a stupidly cute gerbil. Can you see the gerbil? A tiny goldfish. And who else was there? There was a really fat cat. Can you see how fat that cat is? And a tall dog. Oh, my goodness, how tall is that dog? And a 100-year-old tortoise. Last to arrive, as usual, was a little girl called Miranda. She was riding on the back of an enormous, slithery snake. Meet Penelope, my python, announced Miranda. Penelope is huge, isn't she? Can you see the size of Penelope the python? On seeing the snake, the other children screamed, "Ah!" Oh no! Miranda loved being different. She always stood out at school with her individual take on school uniform, her cartwheels down the corridor, and her funny answers in class. Like what ended in 1945. 1944? Oh, Miranda. A python is a rather unusual pet, but Miranda and Penelope had so much fun playing together. For the little girl, the snake would pretend to be a balloon, a scarf, a hula hoop, a telescope, and sometimes, when they were both feeling particularly mischievous, a trombone or a third arm. Come and give her a tickle, encouraged Miranda, but the other children were too scared. Penelope was a python after all, and pythons eat people. All the pets were frightened too. The large dog yanked on his lead and sending his tiny owner flying. The goldfish tried to hide behind some water, and the tortoise made a rather slow run for it. The cute gerbil flashed her gnashers and didn't look so cute anymore. The fat cat carried on napping. Miranda slid down her snake. The little girl tickled her python under the chin, and the snake smiled. See, she's friendly. Soon, everyone was gathered around to marvel at Penelope. The python loved the attention and made a climbing frame for the children to climb on, steps for them to step up, and a fireman's pole for them to slide down her back. Penelope even helped the children to learn their numbers, although she could only go up to 9. This was turning into the best day of school ever. But then Miss Bloat, the head mistress, thundered into the playground. "There's a snake in my school," she shouted. Miss Bloat didn't like animals at all very much, or children. "It's bring your pet to school day," spluttered Mr. Bright. "And Penelope is my pet," said Miranda. "Miranda, I should have known it was you that would be different. A snake is not a pet, it's a menace," snapped Miss Bloat. "Mr. Bright, all these filthy beasts are confiscated." All the girls and boys shouted, "No!" As the headmistress stuffed their pets into the lost property cupboard, except for Penelope the snake, Miss Bloat had other ideas for her. "This disgusting thing is coming with me," bellowed the headmistress. With that, she dragged the poor python along the corridor to her office. "Where are you going to put Penelope?" asked Miranda. "In the bin." "No, not Penelope." Miss Bloat crammed the snake into her bin and slammed the lid shut. Then she plunked herself down on top so the python couldn't escape. The bin rattled and rattled, but Penelope was trapped. "A snake in my school indeed. Get back to your lesson." Downstairs in the classroom, tears rolled down Miranda's cheeks. All the children were so sad to have their pets taken away, but no one was sadder than Miranda. The little girl feared she would never see Penelope again. At the end of the day, Miranda dashed upstairs to Miss Bloat's office to try to make her change her mind. Knock, 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 knock. But there was no answer. So slowly, Miranda pushed open the door, only to see Penelope sitting in the headmistress's chair. Miranda ran towards her pet and gave her a humongous hug. Miss Bloat was nowhere to be seen, so the girl grabbed the key on the desk, ran to the lost property cupboard as fast as she could and unlocked it. The animals were so overjoyed to be set free. Then Miranda and all the pets slid down Penelope's back into the playground. Whoosh! Hooray! The children shouted. Penelope entertained everybody again. She made a seesaw for them to seesaw on, a swing for them to swing on, and a skipping rope to skip with, a wheel for them to roll in. Penelope even helped them, some of the younger children, with the alphabet, although it was a bit hard to do an X. As for Miss Bloat, she had completely disappeared, so Mr. Bright was made headmaster. Now the children were allowed to bring all of their favourite animals whenever they wanted. The school became home for all sorts of fantastic creatures. An ostrich, a giraffe, a tiger, a gorilla, an elephant, a kangaroo, a crocodile, a grizzly bear, and even a colony of penguins. But the star attraction was always Penelope. Though Miranda had noticed there was something different about her python. There was a big bulge in the snake's tummy, a bulge in the shape of Miss Bloat. But the little girl thought it best not to say anything at all. The end. What did you do, Penelope? You swallowed Miss Bloat's. Oh, no wonder she disappeared. I really hope you enjoyed that book. It was so much fun, wasn't it? There's a Snake in My School by David Williams. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos. And we'll read together again next time. Okay, bye.